How do you sort of view the league? Now that you've maybe had a couple days to digest it a little bit.
Well, I still think it's really good. I think Duke's one of the best teams in the country. I think Louisville's one of the best teams in the country. I think Florida State is as good as anyone and can beat anyone. I think why maybe it seems like it's down is because you have a couple of teams that traditionally are very good that maybe haven't played as well, but it's still obviously incredibly competitive from top to bottom. Maybe you have some teams that are taking a little bit longer, didn't get off to as strong a start as possible, but I still think it's a really good league. Obviously, we have very good players, very good coaches, and it's going to be a dogfight every night. I think NC State's really good. I think they're an underrated team from what I've watched. They're older, they're experienced, they understand their system. The system's a little bit different. Obviously, Virginia Tech has played really well. Mike Young has done an amazing job right away, and it's a culture of winning. Those kids that were left there, they understand how to win and what it takes to win. I think Miami's playing well right now. They have one of the better guards in the league, and Chris Likes, and then Vasiljevic, who's a senior who's been through it. So I think they're good. So I still think it's as good a league in the country, the best league in the country. But I do think we have a couple of elite teams. I don't think anyone's playing better than Duke in college basketball right now. And then Louisville, they were ranked number one. We still haven't talked about Virginia, who's still good. I mean, it's just taking them a little bit longer, to deal with some of the adversity of losing, the guys that they've lost. But they're still going to defend the heck out of you, and they know how to win. So I still think it's a really good league.
Do you think your team is starting to gain some respect?
I don't know. I can't tell you what other people think about us. Nor do I really care, to be honest with you. We just want to play hard. We have to earn respect. Respect is not given. We have to earn it. And so, how you earn stuff is you have to invest in it. You have to work hard every day. You have to show up every day, with the mindset to get better. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we try to concentrate and focus on in our program.
Wake Forest maybe picked towards the bottom of the league, but you have guys like Childress and Chubby Brown. I mean, that's one of the better backcourts. Does that speak to the volume of this?
Yeah, no question. I mean, they beat Xavier. Xavier was a top 15 team in the country. And so, yeah, I mean, they have experienced guards, experienced players. You look up and down their rosters. It's seniors. It's a grad transfer. It's a graduate senior. It's juniors. And so, they have experience and they've been in big moments. And again, they beat Xavier earlier this year. They were right there with Arizona. And so they've kind of been a little bit Jekyll and Hyde, to be honest with you. When you watch them, at times they've been really, really good, and in times they've not been so good. My hope is that we help make them not good on Saturday. But they are a team that can compete with anyone.
As a coach, Jeff, how do you prepare for a team like that where you can see such drastically different versions of them out there?
Yeah, we take care of us. We try to concentrate on us, and we try to concentrate on the things that we think are the strengths of our team and try to work on some of the weaknesses, but we don't spend a lot of time on that. We try to game plan for what we think are the important things, for each particular game. And it's not as much about Wake Forest. It's about us, and that's what we're trying to concentrate on.
They're one of the, so far at least, anyway, they're one of the faster tempo teams.
Yep.
What challenges does that present, and how do you deal with that?
Well, it's one of the big keys for the game. It's two things. Number one, we can't turn the ball over because for them, when that happens, it's like a jailbreak. They are out and they're going. And then we have to be able to set our defense on a missed shot. We have to have balance. And then we have to get back. And it has to be a collective effort of five guys getting back. We have to build a wall. We have to point and talk. Our communication has to be on point. And we have to we have to make them a half-court team because they are. I think the next two games we'll play are two of the faster-paced teams, definitely in our conference, but really in the country.
SAR's one of the, taking a big step this year. In the
Yep.
I mean, what kind of challenges does he have for you?
Big-time challenges. He's confident. He's played very well. He was starting. He got hurt in the game. I think he was in concussion protocol for a little bit. I anticipate him starting against us. He's close to a double-double, like right. I would say a double-double. I think the rebounds are 9.5. To me, that's 10. Um, but he can score it. He's confident. Obviously, he's going to be on a glass, on the offensive glass. That's obviously a big challenge for us that we need to step up to the plate. But he's really, really gotten better, and that's not a surprise because his coach is one of the better big guys that have ever played the game on the college level.
I mean, playing 5 Power 5 teams before ACC. Well, I mean, but does that,
It's weird, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does feel weird. But does that help? Going up against a 7-footer, having that?
I hope so. I hope it does help. I think we've played, good competition so far. And we've played against some guys that are bigger and that are good. The kid from Northwestern was averaging close to a double-double when we played them, and I thought we did a good job with him. One of the big keys for us is that we need Eric Hamilton to play better. We need him to get back to the form that he was when we were in Florida. I thought one of the big reasons we won the tournament in Florida was Eric, and he was averaging a double-double, during his time there. The last 4 games, he has not rebounded the ball well. So we need him to get back, to who he was a little bit earlier in the season.
Coach, what have you seen from Eric since Monday? How's he look?
He's been better. We got on him. We talked to him. And I thought his energy in practice has been really good. His focus, that's been good. But we need it to be good on Saturday.
I know we just talked about the other day, but how's Gerald coming along? You anticipate him being able to help?
I hope so. We're going to need everyone. So I hope so. He's like I mentioned after the game, he's got to get in better shape. He's got to continue to work and push himself there. And then when he gets in, the biggest thing is getting back used to the speed of everything. When you're out for so long and you come back and you're not in great shape right away, the speed of everything is very different. And then just the competition. I mean, he hasn't competed. It's practice is one thing, but games are different. And now everything intensifies. The intensity jumps, a huge level as we get to conference play, where it's conference play throughout. It's not, okay, Florida State and then a couple of games. It's not, West Virginia and then Canisius or Monmouth or whoever, Louisville and then someone else. Like it's every game now. And so your focus, your discipline, your intensity, all of those things have to take a jump.
With Gerald being back, I guess we've got a new guy to kind of periodically ask about. With Ken, are you kind of, is there a timetable now? What kind of progress have you noticed from him?
Yeah, I don't know the timetable. He is able to do some stuff. Today was the first day he was able to do some stuff physically, some 5-on-5 in practice. So it was good to have him back out there, good to have another big body out there. I don't know how far he is away from actually, competing. My guess is that we'll evaluate him after today, see how he feels, see if he's able to do anything tomorrow. If he is, and then go from there and see over the next few days. But it was good to have him back out there. But there is no timetable.
Are you pleased with the depth your team has shown so far?
I am.
What do you like about it?
I think we have more bodies. I think we have more guys that can play and that can help us. And I think they've done a good job. I think the guys off the bench have done a good job. I mean, Murphy off the bench has been good for us. Terrell has given us good minutes. Koulibaly has given us really good minutes, good energy. Getting Gerald back will certainly help. I've felt good about Oni. When we put him in the game, I think he's done some good stuff for us.
You talked the other day about hitting the wall last year. Do you feel like you've been able to not have to use X and Trey as much as you did last year because of that depth? And could that pay dividends going forward?
Well, I hope so. And also, I just think that they are used to college basketball. Normally when you hit the ball, it's a freshman because they've never gone through anything this intense. I don't care how good you are. I don't care what your ranking is or whatever. You've normally never gone through anything as intense. When you're a good high school player, a lot of times you don't really play defense. You don't play hard all the time. Your practices are very different. And on this level, especially in our league, in the way we do things, we're going to go hard. So your focus, all of these things come into play. When you're a freshman, you don't understand all of that. And so I'm hoping also their experience will help them not hit the wall.
Jeff, with those two ACC games, with beating Florida State, playing Louisville tough on the road, how much, if even just mentally, does that maybe help you guys or maybe boost y'all up a little bit heading into this portion of the schedule?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think with what we've done with our schedule, I'd like to think that our guys feel that we can compete with anyone. But the main thing is that we have to understand how we have to compete. Our stuff is not going to be pretty. We have to be, the hungry team. We have to be the team that has a chip on our shoulder. We have to understand that defense is what we have to hang our hat on. We're not a pretty offensive team. We have to be the dirty work guys, the grit, the toughness, and that's defending, physical blockouts. We have to go get the basketball. The ball's on the floor. We have to be the first to get it. We have to try to create easy stuff from our defense. We have to try to make it a challenge, hard to score against us. If we go zone, it has to be active. Our communication has to be there. And then we have on the offensive side, we have to execute, and then hopefully we can make shots. But I'd like to think with what we've done so far that our guys feel good enough that we can compete with anyone that's on our schedule.
Jeff, does Wake's offense does it look like it's run by a 22-year-old senior?
Yeah, it does. I think Childress is one of the better guards in our league. Obviously, he has experience. He understands what his coaching staff wants. He's very confident, pushes tempo, very aggressive. I think Brown is really good. He was outstanding against Xavier. And so, I think it does look like that. And when they can get out in transition and get, stuff, and it's a lot of ball screens in their half court, a lot of continuity things that we're going to have to defend against.
Coach, can you define uncommon courage and why it's one of your mantras?
Yeah, well, it's, uncommon. In order to be really good, to me, you have to be uncommon. Everyone would be really good if it was a common thing. And so, the uncommon part of it comes from, can you be disciplined, at the level that you need to be disciplined? Can you be committed to something? Can you show up every day and be at your best? Can you have the focus? Can you have can you be a great teammate? Can you do all of those things that are uncommon, but that's what it takes to be really, really good? And then do you have the courage to do it? Do you have the courage to be different? Do you have the courage to be uncommon? Do you have strength to make that sacrifice, to do it for the betterment of the team? Because when the team is good, then everyone shines. And so that's what we've tried to teach our guys this year, and understanding that in order to do something special, it's going to take an uncommon effort, and it's going to take the courage to do all of those things.
Jeff, with Danny Manning and Randolph Childress on staff, would the Wake coaching staff have the best team of any?
Oh, no question. Him, got Woody, Steve Woodbury, he played at Kansas, Rex Walters. Danny alone, yeah. Guy scored 2,900 points. He led a team to a national championship. They were dubbed Danny Manning and the Miracles, and had an outstanding NBA career, even with knee injuries, ACL injuries. You think about that back in the 80s, that was looked at to be your career was over. And that guy still made an all-star team. He was a transcendent guy, to be honest with you. He would actually probably be better now in today's NBA, be valued more, even though he was the first pick. So, yeah, and I played against Randolph. He had 40 against us in the ACC tournament. I think he scored 25 straight points. When he went on that run. And Woody was a really good player at Kansas. Obviously, Rex Walters was an outstanding player. So, yeah, they definitely would have the best. The Duke staff, take coach out of it, but the assistants, they'd probably be right there.
I feel like you guys.
We'd be all right. We can't move anymore. But Danny can't move anymore either.
Maybe there should be a coaches tournament.
I don't know about that.
You